Hello YouTube, this is Shimeji Simulation, and today we'll be taking a look at my manga collection. I am Shimeji Simulation. This is a picture of a character from my manga. I'm kidding, of course, I did not write Shimeji Simulation. Here is another shot of my manga. I have two Kallax like 3x3s and a bookshelf, and let us get started. Here we have a couple miscellaneous volumes of Girl from the Other Side. I got them all from a discounted website that sells books that are quote-unquote used or damaged or returned, but they're all pretty good quality for the price. They're like half off, so can't go wrong there. And here we have my Fullmetal Alchemist volumes, which were either thrifted or bought off of Facebook Marketplace. Here is a foil cover variant of Volume 3, which I thrifted. Here's a little bit of the foil action. Here are my miscellaneous volumes of One Piece. I thrifted most of these, except for 99, 100, and 101. I do have a YouTube short showing off how the covers connect to make one piece of art. Here is the foil variant cover of 19, which I thrifted, and the Road to Laugh Tale data cards, which I grossly overpaid for. I am caught up to One Piece. I have been reading it for, I think, since like 2017, and I've been watching the anime since 2009 or 10. Here we have a couple miscellaneous manga again. The Ancient Magus Bride, 1, 2, 3, 12, 13, 15, Angel Sanctuary, Hands Off Izoken, and Kuma Kuma Bear. All of these were bought from the discount bookstore, except for Angel Sanctuary, which were thrifted. Here are more miscellaneous manga: Aria the Masterpiece, Wotakoi, Love from the Other Side, City, High School Score Girl, Lone Wolf and Cub. All of these were purchased from that discounted bookstore again, except for Aria the Masterpiece, which I got for a pretty good price off of eBay from a eBay seller. I have watched Aria, the anime, a little bit, and it was pretty good. The rest I all know I pretty much like. I've watched a quarter of Nichijou, which was amazing, so I'm excited to read City. And High Score Girl manga is still being printed, so I was probably going to wait for it to finish, however long that takes. And I don't think I'll be collecting Lone Wolf and Cub because the series is very expansive and extensive. Some more miscellaneous manga: Tsubashi, Black Clover, Dawn to Dawn, Miss Kobayashi's Dragon Maid, and Cheese Sweet Home. The Tsubashis were thrifted, Black Clover was bought new, Dawn to Dawn was purchased off of Facebook Marketplace. All of the volumes of Miss Kobayashi's Dragon Maid, which you can see is not really in order, were purchased off from the discounted bookstore, as well as Cheese Sweet Home. Out of all of these, the only one I have read is Black Clover. I am caught up. I did start reading Miss Kobayashi's Dragon Maid. I've seen both seasons of the anime. Black Clover is pretty good. It's like 6 or 7 out of 10. Not a masterpiece, not bad. A lot of people meme on it, but I think it's okay. It is also my mom's favorite anime. That's right, I do watch anime with my mother, and she really, really, really likes shonen. Yeah. Here we have Mar volumes 1 to 14, complete except for volume 15, the elusive volume 15. I did have a chance to purchase volume 15 before I realized how hard it was to get. I would have had 2 entire collections of Mar, volumes 1 to 14, so I didn't. And Ziv World, no idea what that is. I just thrifted it. Aqua 1 and 2, Aria 1 through 5, Anima, Olive and Fruits Basket were all thrifted. Nicola, Undead Unluck, The Promised Neverland, and Banana Fish were all purchased from the discounted bookstore. I have read most of Undead Unluck. I think I'm like maybe a couple chapters behind. Again, not a bad series, not an amazing series. I've watched season 1 or 2. I've dropped season 2 of Promised Neverland. That was a joke. Um, yeah. Cardcaptor Sakura 1 through 4, Azumanga Daioh, and the Music of Marie. Besides the weird thing with the teacher and her friend in Cardcaptor Sakura, I've heard good things. Azumanga Daioh, I have yet to read, even though I had it for years. And the Music of Marie is very good. Shoulder of Coffin Kuro 1 through 7 complete, great series, as well as the subsequent side story. Blank Canvas, volumes 1, 2, 4, and 5, great series. Non-fiction josei about the author's tragic life. I have read all of volume 1. I have just been waiting to get volume 3. It has yet to be in stock. Robo Sapiens and Wolf Children. The Wolf Children movie is amazing. Pretty good director. And I have yet to read Robo Sapiens. Here we have Yokohama Shopping District. I am not going, or shopping trip. I am not going to try to pronounce it in Japanese. Yokohama Kada Kadashi Kikoku. That was probably butchered. And Goodnight Poon Poon 1 through 4. I got Goodnight Poon Poon off of Facebook Marketplace for a very good deal last month. You may see my monthly haul if I ever record it, which for last month, even though we are now halfway through February and I've yet to film it. And I am patiently waiting for Yokohama Volume 2 to get published. I know there's a lot of printing issues with Volume 1. Glad I got my copy. Here we have a couple of volumes of Studio Ghibli movies in Blu-ray, Shadow's House 1 and 2, the 2 English works by Pon Pon Ya, and Ragnar Crimson 1, 2, 3, and 4. I do have 5 and 6. I just recently got 6, and I was reading 5. Here we have Girls Last Tour 1 through 6 complete, Shimeji Simulation 1, 2, and 3 in Japanese, Volume 4 is ordered, and we have the 2 Girls Last Tour anthology series in Japanese. I cannot read Japanese, as you probably can already tell from my terrible and not even trying to do pronunciation, but neither are printed in English, so. And here's the Girls Last Tour Blu-ray. 10 out of 10 series, one of my favorite. Here is Land of the Lustrous, volumes 1 through 11 complete. Volume 12 is pre-ordered. I think it's coming out either this month or next month. I know Shadow's House Volume 3 is coming out this month. Haruko Ichikawa is one of my favorite mangaka. Land of the Lustrous is one of my favorite series. And if you like seinen shonen, I cannot recommend it enough. It is very good, and the art is absolutely stunning. Some of the best art in manga, in my opinion. Here we just have some miscellaneous stuff, like the Shonen Jump volume that was being published that when I was in Japan. 2 English volumes of Shonen Jump I thrifted. The Demon Slayer coloring book. A couple random miscellaneous volumes that I like the covers of that I got in Japan. And I got volume 1 and the most recent volume that was being printed when I was in Japan. Here we have Blam 1 through 6 complete. Very esoteric story, but the art is amazing. Here we have Soul Eater 1 through 9 caught up. Haven't read it, but Fire Force and the Soul Eater are okay. Here we have Mob Psycho 1 through 10 caught up with the Reagan side story, as well as One Punch Man volumes 1 to 24 caught up. I do read One Punch Man as it gets released as Scanalations, and I am currently on volume 7 of Mob Psycho, which is right around where season 2 begins. I'm waiting for them to finish printing up to volume 16 to finish reading it. I have watched seasons 1 and 2 of the anime by Bones. I have not watched season 3, but I have heard what they said, what people have been saying about Bones putting all of their effort into making Mob Psycho over My Hero Academia, and the new season of My Hero Academia looks pretty bad, so I believe it. Is anyone else excited for One Punch Man Season 3? Here we have my Q Hayashida shelf. We have the Kaimon figure and the Shin Sega figure both Sega figures, the Ebisu and Kikurage scale figure, and the Gyosafiri Nendoroid. Dorohedoro is one of my favorite manga. I know I say that a lot about all this stuff, but it's easily in my top 10, possibly top 5 or top 3. And Dai Dark is pretty good. It's cool seeing her write a shonen and a space story. Art by Kyu Hayashida, always amazing. Personally, I feel her art gets better and better as Dorohedoro and then into Dai Dark progresses. And the storytelling is amazing as well. Here's a close-up of the Dai Dark volumes 1, 2, 3, and 4. I do have 5 pre-ordered. The 7 Seas volumes are amazing quality. And I like how they use like a bone font to write the numbers. Here are the Dorohedoro volumes. 1, 2 through 23 complete. I have read it all. I think I've read all of 1, 2, 3, and 4 of Dai Dark. It is... Kyu Hayashida's works are very expansive and extensive. So I feel it's better for me personally to read it all in one go. I've read Dai Dark, I think, like 3 times in its entirety of whatever the newest chapter was, just to remember everything. Here we have my pseudo Shonen Jump shelf. I know Spy Family and Kaiju number 8 are not in actual Shonen Jump, but same kind of thing. They're Viz, they're published by Shueisha. Jujutsu Kaisen, I'm caught up. I bought all these volumes off of Marketplace, except for 1 and 2, which I actually got for free because of store credit at a store. Spy Family, I'm caught up. And Kaiju number 8, I am patiently waiting for Black Clover and My Hero to conclude before I start another Shonen Jump series. Here we have my quote-unquote horror shelf. I've read none of these. Censor, which I got as a gift from a friend for Christmas, and Uzumaki, both by Junji Ito, and the color volume of Parasite. And here we have my Berserk shelf. I read the first volume of Berserk Scanalations years ago, fell in love, and figured I would collect them all because I got them for about 30% off. And yeah. So that's going to do it for this collection. Thank you for watching if you've watched this far. Here's my stuff scattered everywhere with the Gyoza Fairy just at the back turned around. There you can see Kaimon and Shin, Ebisu defeated on her back, Hisoka and Madoka just sitting on my fireplace. All the stuff I had to move to shoot this video. Nezuko's on the floor, Mars on the floor. It took me like 30 minutes to shoot, I think. This recording took me even longer. Thank you for watching, and I hope you enjoy. Stay tuned if I post more. I may not. I don't know. I'm not sure who does know. Goodbye.